Hello everyone and welcome to reTHINK, Your Life, Your Choice. We bring together community leaders, advocates, and residents like you to implement solutions for better health where we live, work, learn, and play. I'm your host, Emily Deeringer. Thanks for joining us. Today we're highlighting some of the work going on that's improving the health of some of our youngest residents. Our first guests are Kelly from Davis Child Care Center and Beth from Arts for Kids. Thanks for being here today, both of you.
Thanks.
So let's start with sharing with our viewers and our listeners a little bit more about your centers and a little bit about yourselves and kind of what you do at the center.
Sure. My name's Kelly Danovic. I'm the Executive Director of Davis Child Care Center, and we serve approximately close to 200 children each day. Our exciting news recently is that we've celebrated 25 years in our community, which we're really proud of, and all the things that we'll talk about today just keep us plugging away and reaching for higher goals for our center.
Awesome.
My name is Beth Carmenitis, and I am owner of Arts for Kids. We have 3 locations, 2 in Oshkosh and 1 in North Fond du Lac. And we work with the kids in the art program. That's kind of our little niche. So we work with the kids. We have teachers who come in and work with them music, art room, Spanish, Friday yoga, and then environmental science garden stuff.
Awesome. So very, very different, but both serving some, like I said, some of our youngest residents. So,
Yes.
And reTHINK is all about improving the health where we live, learn, work, and play. And child care centers are definitely a place where all of those things happen. So we're really excited that you guys are both here and are getting involved with some of the stuff that reTHINK has been involved with. So Kelly, can you share a little bit about how your center and reTHINK started working together?
Sure. Last spring, I attended a Farm to School Summit, and that kind of got the ball rolling in my head. And we started, the child care centers in town started learning a little bit more. And we've been working, Sarah Wright brought to our attention partnering with local farmers, which brought us delicious giant blueberries from Michigan and some really, really good apples. And we were able to celebrate the Big Apple Crunch Day, which was super fun, of course, for our kids. Any reason to pull together and do something at the same time is always going to be exciting. And the most recent thing we're working on too is becoming a breastfeeding friendly child care center.
Awesome. So were those things kind of new to you? Had you been dabbling with those in the past?
Well, dabbling in the sense that we'd like to grow a tomato plant and see what that looks like and have the kids try it. But now we're slowly trying to up the bar and bring more and more to the children.
And why is that? Is there some kind of, is this something that they really like to do, or what's kind of your driving force behind some of this stuff?
Sure. I think, in this day and age, we're all trying to eat more healthy. And Beth and I are learning from people like you how we can bring that into our facilities. We have a lot of children, but we also have the opportunity for 2 meals plus a snack a day for most of our little ones. So it's the perfect opportunity to bring fresh things, local things, and learning about farmers working with us. It's all really exciting. So we're, I think, both on board to do more and more.
Yeah, I think that's a really interesting kind of perspective. We feed these kids sometimes 2 meals a day plus snacks. Like that's a lot of food they're eating at your centers. So any chance to incorporate health or learning about where your food comes from, it's a super opportunity for our youngsters. So Beth, I know you've at Arts have been working with kids on similar types of things.
Yep.
Like you said, with the science-based kind of learning. Can you tell me a little bit about what you guys are doing?
Well, we first started our first garden back in 2007, and we are downtown Oshkosh. So it was really neat to see how well the garden grew right across the street from the main bus transit area. And then this last year, we really got involved with Growing Oshkosh. So we've collaborated with them quite a bit. Our school-age kids went there probably twice a month throughout the summer, and our preschools and our 4K kids got the opportunity to go there because they're downtown. We got the opportunity to walk over there and walk back, and the kids really, really loved it.
Right, what kid doesn't like getting their hands just full of dirt?
Right.
Maybe not the child care center when they come back, but the kids really just,
Oh yeah, and seeing how everything grew from the time that they started it to the time that it was producing. So yeah, they really loved it.
Awesome. So speaking of that, how are things going? Kind of doing this food and learning in a little bit different way, kind of incorporating some of that local and healthy. How are things going?
Awesome. They really, really are. I think that I'm the kind of person who likes to do something and get it done quickly, but this has really been collaborating with all the early childhood programs in this area. It has included our 4K programs, which are really reaching a lot more children. So it's been very exciting, and it's going great. We're getting, step by step, we're getting more involved with it.
Awesome.
So
Kelly, I'm sure that you've got similar things with your center as well.
Absolutely. I know I passed by Beth's garden out in front of her center, and it's really exciting. And this year we're going to tackle working with Growing Oshkosh also, and hopefully they can help with possibly grants. We've got the land over at Davis, but I'd like some instruction on how on earth do I incorporate as much as we think we'd like to grow. Just some guidance and support. But yeah, our kids had a ball last summer with every green bean picked and cherry tomatoes and all that good stuff. And I think parents are always surprised when they hear that their 2-year-old ate a cherry tomato, because we serve them things that their families may not. So it's like, hey, Mom, I love this, and pop it in. And so we're just real excited to keep going.
yes.
Yeah. And that's one of the neat things is, especially with you see the light bulb go on, and you see that they tried something and that they really liked it, and we've got flyers that get sent home as well to kind of help parents understand, like, oh, your kid ate blueberries today at school or at daycare or wherever, and FYI, here's a great recipe you could make, or here's
Right.
some things
Those
to
are
incorporate it in home. So, smiling kids eating fruits and vegetables is basically makes everyone feel really good. So.
Right.
Awesome. So what's next? How do you both kind of see how things are going to maybe evolve or continue? I know you talked a little bit about working with Growing Oshkosh this coming summer. Mm-hmm. Anything else in the works, or?
Well, we're working on something called the 2 Bite Club, which we did through our USDA contract, and we're bringing that back, which is a lovely tie-in to potentially things we might choose to grow in our gardens. That seems kind of logical, but that gets the kids really excited, and again brings it right back to the families. Mom, today I tried okra, and parents are like, what? And then,
Right.
and then you give them the recipe and that. So we're really trying to tie it all together and keep the message of being local is important, and for Beth and I and our kind of organizations to work together too. And so it's just an all-around good community feel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been a great collaboration, and when we had our last meeting with the reTHINK staff, we were very fortunate to learn that we will be able to get some fresh produce already in March. So we'll be able
Very
to have
exciting.
fresh stuff March through late fall with our kids, and being able to use local farmers, and so that is really, really exciting because some of our kids don't have those opportunities to have the fresh fruits and vegetables that we'll be able to provide for them.
Right, and nothing says, summer like a fresh, red, juicy strawberry that was grown 10 miles away, right?
Right.
So the
Yes.
food just tastes better, and we're supporting our local farmers. It's a win-win-win, right?
Right.
Awesome.
Right.
So it sounds like things are off to a great start at both of your centers, and I know, like you said, you collaborate with other centers in the community, so I'm really excited to see where all of this goes. I'm sure our viewers and listeners are also very excited, especially some of our young families. So anything we're trying to do to get kids introduced to some of those healthy habits at an early age is really awesome. So I thank you so much for all of the work that you're doing, and for partnering with reTHINK, and just being really open to literally trying new things.
Yes.
Like okra. Who knew? All right. So thank you guys both for being here today.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Awesome. So coming up, we've got a presentation for you from reTHINK and all of the activities and things we did in 2015. So it's kind of a wrap-up summary video. And we'll be back in the studio right after this.